丈夫かい?
Well, the dark horse strikes again. You know, we've been discussing the streaming wars, and we've been saying, watch out, keep an eye on Tubi TV. And the thing about it is, they are buying IPs left and right. They're buying the rights to this, they're buying the rights to that. They are concentrating on programming. I mean, they're getting a lot of stuff. I do spend time on this streaming app, and it has a ton of good programming. We already said about the Toei deal, the Shout TV deal. Barney is coming, supposedly on there, is also going to be coming on that too. We're trying to get a little bit more detail on that, but that should be soon. And there are other deals that Rupert Murdoch, who is the new owner, and I say the new Fox company, not 21st Century Fox. And a lot of people have gotten confused on that. So I've had that in the comments line and said, oh, it's Disney. I said, no, this is not Disney. Rupert Murdoch sold the entertainment division of the Fox Corporation. That means the networks, the TV series, the extensive Fox library of television, broadcast television, and movies. That's what he sold over to Disney. He still had Fox Sports. He still had Fox, the news network, which I think that he's getting rid of the Fox Sports to somebody else if he hasn't done that yet. But what he's done is he's taken the money that he's earned from Disney and he's funneled it into Tubi TV. It didn't cost him that much. It cost him $450 million for this app. And this is not like any startup app, streaming app. This is an app that's already established. It already has years in it. It already has age in it. And that was the smartest thing to do when it comes to if you're going to go into the streaming wars. This is the mistakes that the other companies have done. Paramount and CBS, Peacock, and several others that don't realize that basically it takes years, like a bottle of wine, to ferment. These have to ferment. This is why Netflix is still up on top, because Netflix has been at it a long time. These guys are just getting into it, and they don't realize what they're getting into. Yeah, sure, you could put the programming as much as you want. You could say, hey, listen, we took Friends away from Netflix, and now we're throwing it on here. It's one show. You could have a dozen shows on there. It's not going to drive everyone to them. Paramount thought that because they had Star Trek and they got Twilight Zone, they got all these shows, it's going to drag, people to their streaming site, and it hasn't. It hasn't. All these people are struggling. When you go over to Tubi TV, there's a whole assortment. There's a grand assortment. One section is that they have a section, you have all these apps, they have a section for kids, but they don't separate it. They don't separate the preschool. They don't separate. Some of them do, some of them don't. Most of them don't. They just throw everything into kids. And one of the major things that Tubi has gotten now, they made a deal with TMS. Now, if you're not familiar with TMS Entertainment is it's one of the oldest and famous Japanese studios. They are responsible for some of the great anime and animation in history. They're responsible for Spider-Man the Animated Series, Tiny Toon Adventures, Batman the Animated Series, DuckTales, Rainbow Bright, The Real Ghostbusters, Inspector Gadget, Lupin, Detective Conan, Monster Rancher, Sonic X, D. Gray Man. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. They've been around for decades, and they've created some of the greatest franchises in history. And they've been in the background. Most people don't realize who they are. Well, one of the series that has been around, God, for a long time is getting a refurb, which was announced last year. Actually, this announcement mostly was done last year quietly at Comic-Con. Believe it or not, Comic-Con threw this out online to San Diego. And most people didn't realize it. I didn't even realize it myself until someone sent me something recently. And I thank to those who have sent me that information. You know, I received this information from people on Facebook. I received it on YouTube and a couple of other sites as well. They've sent me information on this. And the series I'm talking about, it is a beloved children's series. The series is Anpanman, and the franchise will be available streaming exclusively on Tubi TV. Now, if you've never heard of this series before, it's been around since, oh God, going back to the original manga, which is like the 70s. About 73 this was created, and it finished up, the manga finished up about, and the most of the movies about 2013, when the death of the creator Tashishi Yanis, who created this. And this is, you know, when you look at stuff that basically top grossing, you know, when you think of marketing, you always tout to Hello Kitty. Actually, Anpanman grosses more than Hello Kitty. And it's one of the biggest, I mean, it's in the billions that this has grossed. I mean, they have books, they have adventures, they've created characters, they've created many things on there, and they created series, movies, shorts, specials. I mean, there's so much to this legacy. It is unbelievable. 10 films from the popular Japanese franchise Anpanman will be on globally on Tubi Kids very soon. The streaming service Tubi announced that it will begin streaming 10 films in the successful children's franchise Anpanman on Tubi Kids. Anime fans of all ages can enjoy the Japanese phenomenon in English and in Spanish. That's right. It's getting restored. It's getting an English dub and a Spanish dub for the first time ever. Okay? First time ever that this is gonna be. Said Adam Lewison, Chief of Content Officer of Tubi. We can't wait for viewers to meet Anpanman and his lovely enemy Bakiman as they join our iconic roster of characters on Tubi Kids. These films, which were never seen outside Japan, will now be available in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Mexico. The first Anpanman film, Apple Boy and Everyone's Hope, is already available for streaming. The other 9 films, The Adventures of Happy, Star Spirit Dolly, Pure Run the Soap Bubble, The Secret of the Fairy Rin Rin, Black Nose and the Magical Song, Revive Banana Island, Nana and the Rune from the Star of Toys, Shine, Kuan and the Stars of Life, Twinkle, Princess Vanilla of Ice Cream Land have yet to receive official release dates. The English dub will see newcomer Gia Burns voice Anpanman, and Jason Michael Kessler, who also has done King's Avatar for the Glory of Jitman, voicing his foe Bakiman. Christina Hernandez, who's done stuff for Card Captor and Kiki's Delivery Service, and also in the Clone Wars. Edward Garza, who's done Bleach, Dragon Ball, and Naruto, will voice the roles of Anpanman and Bakiman respectively in the Spanish dub. Although massively popular in Japan, Anpanman is largely known to the Western audiences. Anpanman is a superhero with an Anpan, a popular Japanese sweet roll for a head who protects the world from his nemesis Bakiman or Bacteria Man. There are 5 museums dedicated to Anpanman, the series, and holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the most characters in an animated franchise. Anpanman is one of the longest running animated series ever, inspiring the character designs in animes like One Punch Man. That's correct. If you notice the character itself in there, he does look a bit like One Punch Man. And see, this is the thing when we discuss censorship in anime and stuff like that. Because they think all anime is for adults. That it's all this crazy. There is a ton of anime out there that are specifically for kids. This happens to be one of the oldest. And I am so glad. I never really got into it. I saw some, when Nippon ran some of this years ago on Nippon television. It was shortly done. They didn't do too many of them. They did maybe 1 or 2, and then that was it. That was around the time that the licensing was changing, and Nippon was going to stop broadcasting on Channel 47. But I mean, to see a kids series redone, remastered, voiced English finally, and in Spanish, because you know this will be a major hit in the Spanish countries, guaranteed. They love a lot of this stuff, and this will be great over here too. We need stuff like this, you know, because basically, I mean, we're tired of all the stuff. I mean, we have another story coming up about if you remember Cartoon Network's Cartoon, how they're about to just rip that series apart, creating a new one that just basically will just be politically diverse driven, and that's not for kids. You're doing this to kids. If you want to make kids cartoons, make a kids cartoon. You know, stop with the politics and stuff like that. And this was a great, fun series for kids. This will be on there. I haven't looked yet if the on there, but they said it should be 2 of them should be on there already. I mean, check out Tubi TV if you want your kids to watch some good stuff. Check out Tubi TV. In fact, just looking, Barney's available already on there. The Underdog is now available. Pound Puppies. I mean, there's a ton of stuff on here. I mean, there's a section for even babies. I mean, the Babies First TV. There's a lot of the kids stuff in here, the really young stuff. Babies Class, Vocabulary, Numbers Parade. You know, they have preschool stuff. They have the general Saturday morning cartoon stuff that's great for kids. Enchanted, Furries, Friends, you know, there's so much in this app. It's amazing that, you know, more people have not signed on this series, because basically it's really, you know, it's a great app. It's a great streaming app. It's great movies. It's great anime. It's great classic television. It's great documentaries. It's great reality TV. You know, people will figure out this eventually, and you know, and it's free. That's the thing, is right now it's free. I mean, I have one viewer that, you know, he's a constant viewer, and he says they're going to end up charging soon. Well, yeah, but if they have the content that people want, people will pay for it. They will pay for it. Right now, advertisement pays for it. They're making money on advertisement dollars. If they can get 30 to 40 million subscribers on just people watching advertisements, that's a good lesson to learn. Everybody else, Peacock, Paramount, and everybody else. I mean, you got Peacock, who's basically has the free section and a paywall, but then meanwhile they're censoring some of the content. You can't do that. You can't do that to people. Let people make their own choices. Let them choose for what they want to watch. Don't listen to Twitter, Reddit, you know, don't listen to those 1%ers, because they're not going to sign up on your site. They're not going to sit there and sign. They're going to look at your site and say, this is what's wrong with it, this is what's wrong with it, and not even deal with it. They don't watch. Some of them don't even watch TV. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. So, Rupert Murdoch strikes again. And we're going to have some more. There's more information coming because there's more stuff that he's working on. And we'll bring it to you as soon as we have the details on it. So you've reached this part of the video. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, importantly, to share this video because a lot of people don't hear about us. We're right now trying to reach that 400 subscriber points. We are 60 at this point, about almost 60 subscribers away from reaching 400. So we need your help. Please hit that subscribe. Get us to that 400 point, and then we can move to the next level. What we can do for more programming to you. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now. Oh, and before we go, don't forget to check out our new Teespring shop, our Cuticast shop, and at our new address, Shop Cuticast, where you can check out our new anime shirts that we have out. Anime shirts, pillows, just in time for the spring and summer. Go check them out. And we have some of our classics still available there from our TV shows. And we have more t-shirts on the way. We're redesigning the Cuticast shop, our merch shop. We have a lot more coming. So do check us out. That's shopcuticast.com. One more time, that's shopcuticast.com. It is up and available just for you. And remember, all proceeds go to help this channel.
I was at a dance when she caught my eye, standing all alone, looking sad and shy. We began to dance, swaying to